Hi guys, welcome to Jurassic Collectibles. So today I'm going to continue our look at the Series 1 toy line with this guy. It's the Jurassic Park Stegosaurus from Series 1. Now, I didn't actually own this toy as a child, but it's a pretty impressive looking toy. It's got the rubbery skin, and I would class it as sort of like one of the mid-range dinosaurs like the Triceratops and the young Tyrannosaurus Rex, so it kind of scales up very well with those. The action feature isn't great, but I'll get more into that in a minute. Okay, let's have a closer look at the packaging. So up here we've got the Jurassic Park logo in its lovely bright colours, and I have to say I found this one in really good condition. All of the edges are crisp. The packaging looks as if it's just been delivered to the store, it really does, so I was very lucky with this one. And then at the bottom here we've got a little bit of information, so it says with whip action spiked tail. So that's the action feature, and we'll get more into that in a minute. Stegosaurus, realistic dinosaur skin. So the unique selling point for a lot of these dinosaurs was the rubbery skin. So if you see, I'm pressing it in here. It's made of a rubbery material, and it really did make these toys stand out. It was a unique selling point at the time, and it really helped sell the toys. I remember picking them up at my friend's house and thinking, wow, this is a completely different toy. And it was. It really set them apart in terms of quality. Then you've got the movie collector's card there, and then at the top it says removable dino-damage wound. And there you can see the wound itself, and inside the box is a piece of rubbery skin that you can use to put in there and then remove when a dinosaur attacks it at play. And then at the top you can see it's spines going across the back. They're quite unique, the plates. I remember at the time when I was a kid, these were quite often shown in a diamond shape, but here they're shown almost like knives, like the ends of knives. So quite interesting to note that. A wonderful paint job on the dinosaur, I have to say. They've used 3 tones of green. You've got the dark green, the light green, then you've got a sort of a middle green underneath here. And it means that you get a nice gradient from one colour green to another. Really good job. And then you've got the JP logo down there. Used to be on all of their toys and made them look very distinct. And then on the side here we've got the Jurassic Park logo. And we've got a picture of the Stegosaurus there. And this was $16.99. And it says there, dino damage wound rips off. Then on the other side it's the same again. And then on the top, really nice vibrant red. This one's kept really well. And here it demonstrates the action feature that I was talking about. So not only does the dino damage wound come off, but this is the action feature. Because the tail is rubbery, you can swing it to one side, let it go, and it will swing back and knock over your character. To me, this is a little bit of a cheat, because the thing is made of rubber anyway, and kind of like the young T-Rex does this already, but that's not its action feature. I feel this one lacks a real action feature, but it's still a cool toy nonetheless. Here you can see the Stegosaurus with his dino damage wound replaced. And then underneath, same again, and a little bit about the dino damage wound and the tail and the Kenner logo there. Okay, so on to the back. I'll just give you an overview of the back packaging. There we go. So you can see, as usual, they've done a really nice diorama. We've got Tim and Alan and Ellie visiting the Stegosaurus. Ellie's got her baby Triceratops in tow. Let's get a closer look at that. So here you can see Alan and Tim. There's the Stegosaurus with his bit of flesh intact. And there's Ellie with her trike, baby trike. And then here you can see the pictures demonstrating the tail and the wound again. Along the bottom we've got all the other toys and figures in the range. Please check out my channel for all the reviews of these. There's the electronic line, which was a bit more expensive. I call these the affordable range because they were the cheapest. These were a little bit more expensive. This guy was the most expensive, but the most sought after. Interesting note that they've used the actual toy there on the back of the packaging. Up until this point they were using a Stan Winston stand-in. which was actually used as a production development tool for the film. But then they've chosen to use the toy on this one, so that's interesting to note. Then we've got the Triceratops and the young Tyrannosaurus Rex, and these were kind of the mid-range dinosaurs, not as expensive as this guy here. So I'm very proud and pleased to own this toy, and especially considering it's in such good condition. It really is. I think I would have loved this toy as a child, despite the fact that the action feature is weaker probably than some of the other toys. I still think it just looks great, and the detail is stunning. The scales and all the skin and the paint job is just fantastic. They've done a really good job. The articulation, again, with all the toys, they didn't really have much articulation, but it wasn't about that. It was about the play feature. The fact it had a dino-damage wound made it way better than any of the existing toys at that time. Okay guys, did you own this toy as a child? Let me know if you did and what you think of it. Comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.